welcome to the Rainbow Love Podcast, discussing LGBTQIA+, past, present, future, and more. I'm your host, Micah. This is my co-host, Rainbow Llama. Hello, I'm Rainbow Llama. And today we'll be discussing the Stonewall Riots, transgender people, and exception and in schools. So I'm going to start off with an excerpt from an article. And I will put the links in the description so everybody can go check them out. The Stonewall Riots, also called the Stonewall Uprising, began in the early hours of June 28, 1969, when New York City police raided the Stonewall Inn, a gay club located in Greenwich Village in New York City. The raid sparked a riot among bar patrons, neighborhood residents, and as police roughly hauled employees and patrons out of the bar, leading to 6 days of protests and violent clashes with law enforcement. Outside the bar on Christopher Street, in neighboring streets, and in nearby Christopher Park, the Stonewall Riots served as a catalyst for the gay rights movement in the United States and around the world. Even though the Stonewall Riots technically didn't start the gay rights movement, it made a huge difference. It showed that if we come together, we can fight for rights for everyone. Everyone deserves rights. And the Stonewall Riots basically started our movement on the right path, and also led to pride parades in June, I'm pretty sure. It might be July, but it makes me think that we can all benefit from learning about the past and seeing how we can make a change now. So the next topic is gonna be about transgender. I have a bit of an excerpt and then a few videos. Transgender is an umbrella term for persons whose gender identity or expression, masculine, feminine, or other, is different from their sex, male, female, at birth. Gender identity refers to one's internal understanding of one's own gender, or the gender with which a person identifies. Gender expression is a term used to describe people's outward presentation of their gender. Gender identity and sexual orientation are different facets of identity. Everyone has a gender identity and sexual orientation. A person's gender does not determine a person's orientation. Transgender people may identify as heterosexual, homosexual, bisexual, or none of the above. Here is one of my favorite videos, and I listen to it a lot.
No matter how you're born, we each have a style. I'll tell you Ariana and Renee, they both are born girls. They go into their changing rooms. Ariana loves twirls. That's not for Renee. Pink will not do. All girls don't wear dresses, they wear pants too. As Renee lost her mind, what's running through her head? Ariana can fix this, no is what she said.
When you put it on, you do a little groove. You know you've gotta move, that's how you know you've got it right.
This is me, who I am. See me in full color, it's me like no other. Originality.
No matter how you're born, we each have a style. I'll tell you in a while exactly what I like.
Bryce and Jason, they both are born boys. They go into their changing rooms. Bryce jumps out with joy. Jason has a different idea. The sweater is where it's at. Bryce has to fix this. Here, try this or that. Wait just 1 second. Don't tell him how to dress. Ariana knows this. Only Jason can express.
This is me, who I am. See me in full color, it's me like no other. Originality.
No matter how you're born, we each have a style. I'll tell you in a while exactly what I like.
Darla and Charles, one girl and one boy. They go into their changing rooms. Charles is feeling coy. Others are thrilled with the look, but Charles is quite unhappy. Let's try this again. Yeah, this is snappy. Some are confused. They just don't understand. Charles knows Charlotte is certain. Ariana's her biggest fan. Some might keep their distance, but others will come around. Come on over, Darla. Show us what you found. Darla had something on, but is not quite convinced. She wants to try again, yet she still gives a wince. Nope, not right either. Why can't she decide? Sometimes it takes time, only she can find her stride. Darla presents an outfit. The new name is Darren. Now everything feels right. The person within he's sharing.
When you put it on, you do a little groove. You know you've gotta move, that's how you know you've got it right.
This is me, who I am. See me in full color, it's me like no other. Originality.
Here we have Skylar, born a boy or girl. Not interested in the girl look. Won't give the boy look a whirl. Skylar wants a new path, and it isn't one of those. This is a unique look from Skylar's head to toe.
When you put it on, you do a little groove. You know you've gotta move, that's how you know you've got it right.
This is me, who I am. See me in full color, me like no other. Originality, who I am. See me in full color, it's me like no other. Originality.
And here is the second video.
My name is Jim. I'm a man. I have a hot girlfriend. I've always played sports. I have a cool car. Okay, so technically it's my mom's, but whatever. Anyway, that's me. But my girlfriend, Cassie, she sees the world as way more complicated than that, in ways I don't understand. Like today, after basketball practice, Cassie asked me if I'd give her a ride to the mall so she could run in for a few things. But I hate the mall. It just depresses me. So I waited in the car. So what did you get?
Just some stuff.
Jeez, Cass, do you really need more clothes? This girl does not need more clothes.
It's not for me. It's for a friend.
That's weird. Why?
Because she feels embarrassed shopping for herself.
Why would she feel embarrassed about buying clothes?
Because, well, she was born male-bodied, but she doesn't identify as a boy. She's always felt like a girl, so she asked me to buy some clothes for her to help her dress in a way that expresses how she feels.
What?
Don't worry about it. Let's go home.
This stuff is for a guy who wants to dress up as a girl?
No, a transgender person, meaning their body doesn't match their gender identity.
Gender identity? What are you talking about, Cass? If you have a penis, you're a guy. If you have a vagina, you're a girl. It's that simple.
It's not that simple. Someone's gender identity is not determined by what genitals they have. Sure, most people identify with the gender they were assigned at birth, like you were born with a penis and identify as a boy. That's called cisgender.
Why would anyone want to be transgender?
No one chooses their gender. Gender identity is a person's internal sense of being male, female, or sometimes something else altogether. This friend feels like they're in the wrong body.
Who is this friend?
I promised I wouldn't tell.
Cass, you can't just say, hey, I bought women's clothes for some dude and then not tell me who it is.
It's not for some dude.
Why are they asking you to do this for them? Why don't they get their mom to go shopping or something?
It would be great if they could open up to their parents about being transgender, but it can be scary to tell people when you don't know how they might react. That's why it's good she has a friend like me.
You're too nice to weirdos, Cass. I definitely wouldn't be friends with someone like that.
Well,
I know them.
mm,
Is it Joseph? Adam? Maddie B? Jake? Glenn? Glenn?
Jim.
Glenn Davis? I've known him since preschool.
I'm so bad with secrets. Don't tell anyone. I promised Glenda.
Glenda?
That's the name she wants to use now.
There's no way I'm being friends with Glenda.
How can you say that? We were just talking to her this afternoon. Sure, she was dressed in boy clothes and you called her Glenn, but...
Well, we're not talking to them anymore.
Hey, I'm at the mall. Can you come pick me up?
Fine! Leave! What Cass said couldn't be true, but now that I think about it, Glenn's always been kind of different. Or, I don't know. Like I said, Cassie makes everything too complicated. If you have a vagina, you're a girl. If you have a penis, you're a...
Jim? I kind of thought I'd find you here. I remember we used to play here when we were little. Cassie told me about your fight.
She says you're a girl now?
I've always been a girl. No matter what you see me wearing, no matter what name people have been calling me, I've always been Glenda on the inside.
I don't understand.
I know it can take time to understand. That's why I'm taking my time and who I talk to about it. And that's why I need great friends like Cassie who accept me for who I am. I hope you can understand me someday, but until then, I hope you'll respect me enough to keep it to yourself for now. That's all I wanted to say.
Gender identity. Who I am always seems so simple to me. Basketball team, hot girlfriend, man. Sounds like for them, it was never simple. I guess it was brave to come here to talk to me. It took balls, or it took something. Glenn, Glenda. I don't fully understand this, but sure, I won't tell anyone.
I relate to Cassie in a way because I've always been the person who is supportive and is there for people. Okay, what was... I completely forgot what the next thing was. Right. LGBTQIA in schools. There are a lot of students who are actually LGBTQ plus, and they can often be harassed. There are a few ways that we can address this situation. First off, stop bullying if it's seen, but also maybe my brother has suggested this, but starting a gay straight alliance club, or yeah, and have people join. Here is a website on it. Some LGBT youth experience supportive, welcoming school environments where they are physically and emotionally safe, and their gender LGBT identity is respected or even embraced. Others may experience unwelcoming, unsafe, and unsupportive conditions in school. Research has found that LGBT youth are more likely to experience stress, fear in school than are non-LGBT youth. This experience is associated with verbal harassment, physical assault, and it's all because of their gender identity. And this is just because of being gay or straight or bisexual or whatever. But transgender youth experience even higher rates of harassment. 2/3 of transgender students feel unsafe. Often kids are refused to use the bathroom that they feel comfortable with. And often are denied the privilege to use the bathroom that they wish. And it seems to be unfair, especially to those vulnerable teens and young students. Because of the bullying, LGBT youth are more likely to drop out of school, have higher levels of depression, anxiety, lower self-esteem, and a lot of other things. So one thing that I feel like we really need to get in all schools is something, or is at least a club or something to make people feel safe and respected as people, and they don't have to be afraid of being who they are. And that's one thing that I really hope for the future, is that people won't be afraid to say who they are and be who they are, and people won't judge them for that. Okay. Well, here is the random facts book. Random fact number 1. The first gay rights organization was the Society for Human Rights. It started in 1942 by Henry Gerber in Chicago. Random fact number 2. In 1979, about 5,000 people participated in the National March on Washington for lesbian and gay rights. It was the largest gathering in support of LGBT rights to date. That is amazing. And finally, Wisconsin became the first state to outlaw discrimination based on sexual orientation in 1982. Yay! Go Wisconsin! Good job, Wisconsin. And that's all for today. Shine like the stars you are, and don't be afraid to be who you are. Bye for now.